The talking is over now. We have enough people doing studies over and over again on Indigenous issues and Indigenous communities. We know what our communities need.
Within the academy, we've been teaching environmental studies since the 70s. And so the question then becomes, how effective have we been? How successful have we been? It calls into question then, not only how we teach, but what we teach. And when we look at, how we teach, in a lot of cases and a lot of programs, we have become, if you want to learn about the environment, you go to the library, or you go online. And the kind of thing I think that we need to look at is that we've been so hampered by external forces that talk about, risk management, and you can't take your students out of the classroom. But really, that's where we should be, is out of the classroom.
Well, what I was told is that it starts out with the young people. We start teaching the young people, we get them out onto the land, and we start teaching them about responsibilities. And it's not about I have a right to fish, it's about I have a responsibility when I fish.
What motivates me is my grandchildren, because I feel like there's no one speaking for them but me. And Grandmother Josephine opened our eyes, and I followed her journey since 2003. And I heard about, you just hear a little bit of things about it in the beginning, but then it was the whole journey. And I followed that journey. And I realized that we needed people in our own territories to do the same. And I remember calling her and talking to her and messaging her. And then finally, when she just coming to our territory, taking all that time out to come up to our territory, actually sit with our women in a circle and teach us those water songs and ceremonies and to motivate us.
And I tell the young people, in order to know what it is, what water is like, you have to go out and sit on Mother Earth for a few days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, or however long you can. Sit on Mother Earth for those few days without food and water. When you come back, then you really appreciate what it is to be without water and food. First little drink you get is very, very, very precious. So they learn that it's very precious to be without food and water for those length of days.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about giving back. It's like you're aware of what's around you, so you don't just take. You stop and remember where they come from. You say thank you. The most important thing is to say thank you, to be grateful for what you have every day, and say thank you, and leave some for the birds. Grandma said when we went to patch, leave some for the birds.
I think anybody can speak for the water. I don't think it has to be just an Indigenous person that's respecting the water or speaking for the water. I think it's just an understanding that you gain, and whether you do it through meditation, whether you do it through offering. I don't think it's how you do it, it's just that you just do it. We could at least be somewhat respectful and gracious and express our gratitude. And again, there's 100 different ways you can do it, but I think that would be fighting the war, not every individual battle.